Welcome to Petal to the Metal Gardening, where today we're going to be planting tomato plants in the raised beds. In the last video, we did these entrance beds, but now we're going to be going inside, weeding and planting tomato plants as well as some peppers. Looking at the state of these tomato plants, they're actually really wilted and not doing great. These were actually gifted to me by somebody, and I wasn't really ready to plant them as soon as I received them. So today they're not looking too pepped up, but once we get them in the ground and we get them watered, they should ground their roots and be good to go after that. Taking a look inside the beds, we see there's a lot of weeds and especially a lot of clover. It's pretty much filled to the max. To the right, we see I do have strawberries planted in there, but you can't really tell right now. The tomatoes are going to go on the left, and usually in the back there, I do make a fairy garden every year, and stay tuned for that as well. Something that I also really like about a gated garden is I could come in here, I could look around, I could peacefully garden, and somebody isn't going to bother me. Not that he really bothers me, but it's definitely hard to dig in the dirt, and he also thinks that he could dig where I am as well. So it's definitely nice to be in here and him be outside with me. So starting out, I'm kind of just removing anything that might be in the way. Yes, my skeleton friend, and definitely the weeds. So like I mentioned before, there was just a lot of clover in here. For some reason, it just loves to thrive in this space, and it just fills it every single year. But every single year I pull it out, and it's really not that hard to weed out. It's a weed that's fairly easy to just pull right out. You don't really need to dig the roots out. Maybe just loosen it a little bit, but other than that, it's really not that bad. And I kind of just continue with this for a while and wait until everything is cleared out until moving forward. So this is how much I've collected so far, and I'm really not even halfway through. So as you can see, there's a lot of debris left. In this corner, there's kind of just a lot of random, I would say junk probably. Just a pot full of some clips that I usually use to hold up the tomatoes. There's some rocks that I'm definitely going to keep for my fairy garden and collect those. There's some tools. This is actually left over from the last owner, but I keep it out here just in case I forget mine. There's also a lot of stakes here that I usually use to hold up the tomatoes as well. And you could see my little friend is very interested and wishes that he was in here with me. And he is a distraction, but we definitely have to keep clearing this space out. Showing the progress so far, we've almost fully filled the bucket and we're almost all the way done with the left side of these raised beds. I only have a little small bit left to try and get back that clover a little bit farther back to where I would probably start the fairy garden later on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep removing on this side, and then we'll be able to move to the next side where the strawberries are. Here I'm just taking a branch that's fallen from the tree above and snapping it into little pieces to kind of try and make a little fence or a little border to kind of mark where I want to stop at, because I do actually kind of like the clover for the fairy garden, so I'm kind of just marking off where I want to stop possibly, and we'll see where it goes. Overall, I did get 1 bucket full of weeds and some rocks for my fairy garden. Before weeding the side with all the strawberries on it, I thought that I'd take a break from weeding and go ahead and start putting the tomatoes and peppers in the soil since they desperately needed to be planted. I tried to space them out as best as possible and really kind of just eyed how much space should be in between. Since this is really not that big of a space and I did have a lot of plants to put in the soil, they are a little bit closer than you would probably want them, especially because they are going to grow really big, but I'm hoping that they'll still have successful growth. After placing all of them where I think they should go, I start planting them one by one, and keep going until all of them are in the soil. Sometimes I do like to note that these raised beds are very nice and they're definitely good for growing vegetables and fruit, but sometimes it is very hard to lean over and kind of reach the back of them since they are so wide. The height of them is pretty good, but that is definitely one struggle that I have when planting in this garden bed. Sometimes I actually do just get up inside of it and stand on the dirt because it's a lot easier that way, but most of the time I just try to reach over. After planting all of the tomatoes and peppers, it's now time to go back over to the other side and start weeding out around all the strawberries. As you can see, there's some very large weeds here, but first we need to empty our pot that we've already filled into the woods. Weeding around the strawberries could be a lot more time consuming than what we just did on the other side of the bed. Here we want to carefully pull out the weeds that are really entangled in the strawberries, and we don't want to accidentally pull any out because these are in bloom and we are going to be getting strawberries very soon. And if we pause and look over to our left, we could see my dog Rambo trying to weed with me. He always seems to want to mimic what I'm doing, but unfortunately he cannot help me in this raised, fenced-in garden. As I continue to weed, I also notice some dead leaves on the strawberries and pull them off as I go. Stepping back, we could see that the bed is in a lot better shape than when we first started. And here, I'm just checking to see if there's any clover left hiding behind these strawberries or if I got all of the weeds. As you can see, I already have a couple strawberries coming in, but to help it grow even more, I'm going to use Shake and Feed from Miracle-Gro. I'm going to put this on both the tomatoes, peppers, as well as the strawberries, and hopefully that'll promote more growth and give me more fruits and vegetables. After shaking as much needed out to cover the soil, it's time to put back my skeleton friend. I guess you could say he's my scarecrow, but I really just never put him away after one Halloween, and I'm pretty sure he scares my neighbors more than any rodents trying to get my tomatoes. Before watering, I decided to put away all my tools and throw out any garbage that was in the way. While giving the tomatoes and peppers a good watering, my hose decided to break. There was a lot of pressure buildup on the side of the hose that caused the hole to burst open, but keeping this in mind, I still had to give the strawberries a good watering before I was done for the day. As I mentioned earlier while planting the tomatoes and peppers, I talked about spacing and how they should be probably a little bit farther apart. Fast forwarding, this is a couple months after that first initial plant, and I just want to show how much these grew. And I definitely think that I should have spaced them a little bit farther apart, but fortunately they are still successful in growth, and there are some tomatoes as well as peppers coming through. And that's all that I have for you today, but I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.